GOMTV.net. In the upper right, we have our Zerg player with a really unique style of play. He is
Samsung-kan Shine.
And in the bottom left, we have our Protoss player. He was expected to get first out of this group, and now he's here fighting for his tournament life. He is
AGIM Squirtle.
All right. Looks like it's opening completely standard so far, Tasteless. You know, I do expect the at least standard-looking opening from Shine. If he went 2-base and let that be seen, I'd find that a little bit surprising here. I think he needs to keep a degree of what is he possibly going to do type of thing, because that's literally how he won that. That, as you said, you know, the third Nexus was so close to not dying. I mean, the Roaches, they ended up winning the game from that second group. Like, those were such a big part of winning that game, but it shouldn't have worked, theoretically. Theoretically speaking, that is not a good call, but that's the thing about Shine. He's dangerous in that way. He's going to do things that are not necessarily the greatest choice for a situation and catch you off guard and get you because of that.
Shine is definitely one of those players where you have to prepare against Shine. Very nice, by the way, with the pylon there. Looks like he will have a large enough distance to get the hatchery over here at the third, though. By the way, I said you don't do the pylon, right?
I do the pylon.
I do it all the time now. I love it.
I do that,
especially on ladder, because it seems like, now obviously there are some people who are experts at dealing with it, but it messes up their timing so much.
It definitely can.
It's amazing how off it can make them.
Yeah, I do like the pylon personally. I've come to like it.
You've come to embrace the pylon.
Yes, I'm one with the pylon.
All right.
All right. Well, they check for the pylon. Of course, it gets canceled if the drone goes to another location. Anytime you can cancel the pylon and still have that hatch not go up there,
right?
That is the absolute best.
All right, so the third base is going to be made momentarily here.
And again, this is really the right call for Shine. Just make it look standard. Hey, he might even play a completely standard straight-up game.
Yeah, sure.
I don't know that I've ever really seen one from him, but he might do that.
Well, a lot of these players that don't play normal do know how to play normal.
Yeah.
Because their builds are engineered around.
Yeah. But they need those players, because they do so much of the other stuff, aren't as good at a normal game, so they need the advantage of you being scared and maybe over defending to pull it off correctly.
Absolutely is correct.
All right. This is really overly epic music for what's going on right now.
I know. Well, not for the probe.
Well, that probe is going to die.
Probe dies, he just suddenly realizes that he knows how to feel. The probe realizes what love is.
Right, well,
this is some pretty epic music. I think this is like, Imperial battleships closing in, like on a rebel base kind of music.
Yeah. Yeah, the music of victory.
Yeah. Wait, what were we talking about? Oh, like a week ago, like we would be with the Empire if we were in Star Wars.
I wasn't talking about that with you, but
oh no, I was talking to somebody else about this.
Well, who wouldn't be with the Empire?
I'd be like, listen, sorry, Ewoks, like you're friends with the rebels right now. We can't have this.
Yeah. Yeah, no, that wouldn't go well. I don't mess around, Tasteless. I'm on the winning side.
Yeah, man, of course. Well, you definitely would be like, if you were in Star Wars, you would actually be one of the guys that like is under Darth Vader, but like a captain.
Yeah, I'd be one of the guys in the gray suits.
Huh?
I'd be one of the guys in the gray suits. Like when someone fails and gets force choked, I'm like, yes, this is my time.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah. All right, we do have a Stargate opening here from Squirtle.
And he's going to go for Phoenixes now.
Yeah, and he's going to pull those up a little bit.
And he'll probably get a few of them out here and try to expand off of this.
I would say 3 or 4. And yeah, we'll see exactly which type of build he wants to do this time. I don't think it's going to be like a Sky Toss build or anything. I think it's very likely that he'll take a third and go into Colossus right around the same time. But he's got to be careful, man. You know what I really like about the Phoenixes, actually? I think that this is a good change for him because Shine is so dangerous with the kind of random stuff that he does, the dice that he rolls in his head to choose what he's going to do.
Yeah.
That the Phoenixes are going to be your most mobile and reliable form of scouting. So to go Phoenixes against Shine, I think, is a brilliant move, just to keep on top of what his tech switches are and what he's doing. So if you can see it all coming, you can stop it.
All right, we got the Hydra Den on the way over here. And it's a very passive game. He will not bring the Phoenixes out for just a little bit longer.
Yeah, he's going to wait till that 4th one. Should be going at the 4, though. And there he goes. Little glob going across the screen on the mini-map in the bottom left, as you can see. Going to run into that Overlord. Pew, 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 pew. It's dead.
Now it's dead. That's why I don't like Arctosis as a caster.
Did you see him mistime that?
Mistime that. Did anybody else notice he makes mistakes? I don't think he should be able to make mistakes. Now we got the Phoenixes coming up here and hitting these drones. It's really nice to get these drones that are on the gas.
Yeah.
Even at high levels, you'd be surprised how often sometimes people don't get the right number of drones on gas.
And, you know, it's going to down their gas count anyways because it's going to take some amount of seconds. Now, we do have 11 Hydras on the way as well as Hydra speed and the +1 range attack. A Robo is being made for Squirtle. It's a little bit slower. Well, no, actually, never mind.
He might.
That was the Robo Bay being made, so he's actually fine.
He might try to get some Colossi out here and just push forward.
Oh, certainly.
Take that 3rd base.
Yeah, that's going to be extremely important that he actually gets some Colossi out. Because if Shine really commits to Hydras, then, you know, he's with a Stargate opening into just some gateway units, you are probably just going to die. The amount of gas you'd have to spend on sentries would be unfathomable.
Yeah. No, you're pretty much screwed. All right, so we have the Spire on the way now. Now, it looks like that probe was taken out, but the Zealot warped in over here. We'll clean up that Zergling and then allow for another probe to come over there and start building cannons.
Now, what he's going to probably try to do with this is hit a little Zergling Hydra timing at the 3rd base and have Squirtle use his Phoenixes during it. Or Squirtle can do things like that, but basically what he's going to want to do is kill those off. And if he kills those all off, this Spire could come into play with the Mutila's Switch, but also he might be doing an older style of aggression where you, against this exact build, if you just make a bunch of Corruptors and go in, then suddenly they're screwed because their Colossus goes down, their Phoenixes go down, they basically have nothing left. And actually, now that I think about it, I think that's very likely what he's going to do.
Well, if that was confusing enough, what he just saw there.
Yeah.
He's like, is he making more Phoenixes? So, here comes the attack now.
Is he just going to force a cancel right then? He could have.
I die pretty often. When I've tried this before, I always end up losing my 3rd.
Yeah.
In most circumstances. It's pretty hard to stop. But look, the Colossus is out now.
He's making 8 Corruptors. The Colossus is going to be taken out in a matter of seconds, and then Ling Hydra, very likely to overwhelm
I think they're just going to bash in there and take it out.
Yeah.
Which is even worse now because the Nexus is about to finish.
Both those died right before they saw the Spire. Okay, Squirrel, I am so sorry, but you're going home sad today. This is bad, Tasteless.
Yeah.
Look how few sentries he has as well.
Wow, and all that for 1 Hydra. This could not be worse, guys.
It could not be worse. Okay, he sees the Corruptors. This is almost in some senses worse because there's now dread in Squirtle's heart.
This is true.
Now he is making some Void Rays. Unfortunately, it's not going to be enough to kill off the Corruptors.
Yeah, this is pretty much a build order loss.
It's holdable, but I don't know if he's actually going to hold this. The thing is, his Colossus needs to deal a lot of damage before the Corruptors kill them off.
All right, here we go now. No cannons here to defend.
Oh my god. Okay, well, that is really, really sad what we just saw there. No Nexus cannon. In fact, it dies just moving forward.
And, wow, the 1 Colossus is still alive. Well, look, he can just back up and regroup and make more.
In fact, no, you saved all those Colossus, but that's fine.
Oh, no, I said Corruptor died, yeah.
Oh, okay. This is all completely fine because he's making more Corruptors. He killed the 3rd base, and that's really the main thing. And now he's going to probably force a cancel. Oh, God. Nothing going right for Squirtle here.
Just out of force field range. Well, it looks like the ops do engage here.
And targeting down those Corruptors ASAP. And this is actually going to allow him to kill off a lot of Hydras. You know, he's having 2 Colossus left over after that. Very nicely done.
Yeah, it's too bad I didn't get that one injured Colossus earlier.
You know, he engaged there right before his Corruptors hatched. I feel like that was
weird.
Overzealous.
I agree.
He had 7 more Corruptors on the way. If he had 7 more Corruptors in that battle, it definitely looks different than what we just saw.
Sure.
Without any question. And the extra, 30 seconds to get down there isn't going to be a sizable difference for Squirtle's army in comparison. Well, here we go, going for it once again, trying to target that down, but the Void Ray is doing such a great job with these Corruptors. Looks like they may all end up falling
but I
here.
think the ground army has already won the battle here.
Yeah.
And he finally gets that other Colossus. There's one more out still. But, I mean, look at the supplies here. 88 to 160, 170. And he's going to continue to close in here.
This is pretty rough.
The third base is completely exposed, and as you can see, Shine knows that. Which really sucks.
Dead.
It's almost done. Yeah, he's dead.
Squirtle's dead, Tasteless.
GG.
A lot of things going wrong for Squirtle that game.
Well, Shine, quite a poker face for just winning that game.
Yep.
He's going to go up against Keen. Squirtle, that's got to be a crushing defeat.
Yeah, I guarantee you he's not very happy right now. That's too bad, man. Squirtle, he's such a great player, but he is out of Codas. And
well, there's always next time.
That hurts his chances for WCS overall as well.
I talked about this a little bit, a while back, but how many of the ESF players or the famous players from Wings of Liberty are going to be on top here in Heart of the Swarm? It is a different game. It does require a lot of different strategies. We've seen a lot of legends get knocked out.
That's true. A lot of... I'm going to have to look at the list during the break. I'm trying to think of which Protosses that we actually have advancing so far. Protoss, in the GSL at least, not doing as well.
No, not doing that well at all. We didn't have a ton of Protosses here.
No, we didn't have a lot even qualifying for it. But here in the first season of Heart of the Swarm so far, we've had a lot of great Protosses going down.
Despite having some of the best Protosses in the whole world.
Yeah.
So we're going to go to our final best of 3 after this short break, so don't go anywhere.